Hi there, I want to talk to you today about how to crush it online, how to build your business without it feeling like an uphill climb, because sometimes we feel like we're on unfamiliar ground and it's like hiking up a trail to the top of the mountain when you have no idea where you are without a map, GPS, a guide. So how would it feel to absolutely crush it and have prospects reach out to you even though you're on unfamiliar ground? So that's what I want to talk to you today about. And so welcome, and if you're joining me live, please say hello. Let me know where you're coming from. I'm out here outside today because I've been inspired. I'm talking about hiking and outdoors and the similarity. What does hiking have to do with building your business outline? So I thought I'd be outside today. It's a beautiful day, and now somebody's going to mow their lawn while I'm talking, of course. So if we haven't met before, my name is Dodd, and I'm here to share my journey and empower you to bring your business online. So welcome. So you know how Facebook brings up memories, and so I saw this memory of a hike I did a few years ago, and it was in a beautiful area in British Columbia. I'm in Canada, British Columbia, on the west side of the country, towards the Pacific Ocean. And so we have a lot of mountains there, and there's a mountaintop and there's a park. And so we stayed in a cabin and we were going to hike up to a ridge. And so along the journey, you're going through trees and, you know, the beautiful forest, and we met some goats along the way, so that was really interesting. And you get glimpses as you're going, you know, of where you want to go, so you can see the ridge kind of, you know, coming up. And we came to a spot, you know, where the trail changed, but we didn't really have a very good map, and I'd never been to that area before, so I didn't really know, you know, if it was going to be the wrong trail going up to the wrong area where I didn't want to go, or whether it was going to be, you know. And of course, you know, didn't have a compass, just had a poor map, and there weren't any signs and that kind of thing. So how do I know when I have no experience, no guide, no advisors, nobody else on the trail to ask at the time? So, and if I went the wrong way, then, you know, I'd have to come back, retrace, and I'd run out of daylight and that kind of thing. So just kind of wasn't totally prepared for this journey, but I was keen. I had the experience. I just wanted to do it, and I was just happy to be out there. But I didn't want to run into darkness because, again, unfamiliar area, and I, you know, had a beautiful dinner planned back at the cabin, and I just, you know, wanted to make sure that I got back there and didn't have to spend a cold night out, you know, in unfamiliar area and being totally unprepared. So luckily I did pick the right path, and we made it up to the top, and it was beautiful, that beautiful expanse. I could see 360 degrees and all that, and I made it back. So, but why am I telling this story? Like, what does hiking up a mountain have to do with building your business online? Well, there's quite a bit, because when I first started my business and building online, it was totally unfamiliar territory. And I just finished my conference this weekend, a virtual conference, and I met a lot of people. We went into Zoom rooms, and, you know, that reminded me of where I was, you know, a year or so ago, and, you know, just unfamiliar. There's so many different things, so many different paths that you can take, you know, so many different skills that you need to learn, you know, how to just, who do you want to talk to, and what are you offering, and you know, just kind of like all these different things that people are talking about, and how do you put all those pieces together? So there's lots of things that, you know, if you're just getting started, you know, how do you start? So setting those goals, just like, where do you want to go? First of all, what's your destination? And knowing that really helps. And who are you? Who do you want to talk to? What are your skills? So first of all, who do you want to talk to? Like, who is it that you're targeting? What's your perfect prospect? You know, what, you know, are they male or female? What kind of occupation do they have? You know, where do they live? Do they live in, you know, what countries and that kind of thing? And what's their daily routine? Do they have a job? Do they have a spouse? Do they have kids? You know, what are their hobbies? What are their interests? Are they interested in health and wellness or business building and that kind of thing? So really defining who you want to talk to, and then what it is you can offer them. What's your brand? What are you, what skills in yourself are you providing? And then there's that planning. Okay, that's, you know, like you're going on a trail. Where do you want to go? How are you going to get there from A to B, like a roadmap? So you want to have a certain spot where you want to get to. Maybe you want to be a coach, or maybe you want to, you know, educate people in health and wellness. So whatever, you know, that path is, how are you going to get there? Are there skills that you need to learn? So you're starting at one spot at the cabin and you want to get to the mountaintop. What are those checkpoints along the way? So do you need certain skills to learn? You know, the strengths and the weaknesses. Do you need to learn advertising? Do you need to learn marketing, online marketing strategies, maybe organic strategies? What kind of content are you going to put out? Are you going to build on a profile page or a business page? So just laying out those foundational types of things. And then the key to all this, because there is a lot of stuff out there, is having some kind of a roadmap or a guide. You know, if I was on the trail and I had, you know, met somebody that had already been there, who had already done the trail before me, maybe was on their way down, I could ask them, okay, when I get to this spot, you know, which way do I go? Do I go left or right? You know, do I want to go uphill, or, you know, is there a little bit of a downhill and then an uphill again? So just having that guide or a mentor, someone who's been there before, is so helpful, because they can help you with the tips and the tricks, you know, and they can say, okay, well, there's a creek you have to cross, but if you just, you know, move down a little bit, there's a little bit of a rock bridge that you can go over. So just knowing how to get there, having that guide, and that guide shares their journey and empowers you to help you along the way. So there are so many similarities, just having that clarity and, you know, the passion. So the mentorship is so helpful. So with that, you know, I wanted to say that, you know, do you see the similarities? And, you know, having the plan and the guide, and, you know, having others to help you with it. So, you know, let me know below, you know, what you have gotten from this. And I'm curious to see if you know, if that relationship is much clearer. And if you'd like to dig into this deeper and have that roadmap, I have a free 10-day boot camp that will give you a guide, you know, as to where to start and where you want to get to. So it'll help you along the way. So check below, or let me know below that you're interested in the boot camp, and I would be happy to give you the link to a free 10-day boot camp, because that'll dig into, you know, where it is that you want to be going. Especially if you're just starting out, it can be so valuable to have that roadmap and that guide and that experience from people before you. So go ahead and mention boot camp below, and I'd be happy to send you the link to the free 10-day boot camp. And I look forward to seeing you again on my next training on Friday at approximately 9 a.m. Pacific time. And until then, I appreciate you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day, and I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.